Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and if you are a motorcyclist or you're somebody who likes you're from the badass club, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a story behind one of my other paintings. This one was very fun for me. This is another one from 2021. It goes way back about 400 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. More like 4 years ago. I had this idea since I started seeing visions of my paintings, and I was watching these tutorials when I was starting to get back into painting. Give you a little side story here. Stopped doing art for about 8 years after my mom passed away, and then I started creating art again in like 2019, 2020. And I just kind of went crazy with it, and I saw this tutorial online, or I saw these inspirational photos, and I wanted to make something of my own out of it. I wanted to go outside of my element, because if you see behind me, all of my artwork's super bright, super vibrant, super poppy, super happy. And 2020 was a very pivotal year for me. It was one of the hardest times of my life, but it also shaped me into who I am. I did a lot of growing. That's also a little bit after I started going back to therapy, about a year after. And I started really focusing on the internal work and really focusing on myself. And I saw all of these black and white paintings, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't really seem that hard to do. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just paint black over it. Sorry, it's a little bit shiny here, even though this is a matte covering on it, by the way. This is a 12 by 16. And so what I ended up doing was I took black and I painted over this entire canvas, you can see here. And then I took white. Like, I went in here with pencil, I drew over it once the black dried, and I outlined everything in white. And it turned out to be what it is, and it was super fun. Like, you got this little guy down here. It's all based on riding motorcycle. It was inspired by my childhood. We rode and raced motocrosses when I was a kid, and my dad's had a few motorcycles here and there, and it was also the time where I was gonna purchase a motorcycle, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a motorcycle, and then I never did because I'm a homeowner and I have bills, and yay! So that never really happened. I was also gonna get my motorcycle license, which is embarrassing. I did end up getting the permit and just kind of let it go because I was like, well, I'm not gonna be affording a motorcycle. My values shifted for a little bit there. Maybe when I'm a little bit older I can get one and I can scoot around. Honestly, it'd be pretty sick to have a moped. I love mopeds. I love those little scooters. You go beep beep around drive around the block, take it for a spin. It's fun. You got the race flag here, some brass knuckles to, you know, show the badassery. And then I just put really random stuff in there, and, you know, you better be praying to somebody if you're gonna ride. So I put God first on there. Oh my God, so I have to tell you a story here before I keep going on. So there was this lady and her husband that walked into my booth. This was like maybe 6 months after I created this. Maybe it was the same year, I don't know. I had it hanging up in there because I used to bring my originals to art shows. And this lady walks in, she goes, oh my gosh, look at all of this artwork, it's so ungodly. And I'm like sitting there smirking like, lady, are you serious? And I just kind of smiled and didn't say anything, and I'm like, this chick. And she comes up to me and we start talking about mental health. Then things start to click, and she's like, oh, then she started relating with my artwork. And then she started telling me about some of her struggles, and then she's like, well, I really want to buy one of your paintings, but then she's like, I think at the time I was asking like $300 for it or something. I don't remember what prices I had. It was under $400, which is a lot for your time, because you pour your time, your energy, your emotions, every single thing you have into your artwork is valuable. And it's not like my work sucked. And this lady has the audacity to tell me, she's like, yeah, you know, I really want to buy one of your paintings, but I don't remember what brand name it was. She was gonna pay $400 for a shirt. She told me that her work blouses were $500 a piece. But she didn't know if she could afford my artwork. So that was a fun story. But it was kind of funny because she came in with this perception and like super big judgment. And firstly, the ungodly thing is judging somebody, so there's that. But we're not gonna talk about that. But I just thought it was kind of funny, so I had to tell you a little funny story about how people can be the way they are when you're an artist and you're trying to promote yourself. People say the most off-the-wall shit, and I think that kind of deters a lot of people from even doing art shows. I know I struggle with that, people mishandling your things sometimes and just making like the dumbest comments, and I really don't think that people think before they speak. But anyways, I have this little skeleton up here. It was you know, inspired by my childhood. I listened to a lot of like Avril Lavigne and punk pop music. I love punk rock. I love it. And I feel like the older I get, the heavier I am into music. And it says live to ride, because you gotta live to ride. I remember my brother had this toy and it used to drive my dad absolutely insane. And he would hit the button and be like, live to ride, ride to live to ride, ride to live. And my dad, like, it drove him crazy. And he's like, you know what I did? I took the freaking batteries out of that damn thing. I took the batteries out. My brother didn't even know it. He thought the batteries died because he didn't know any better. But I remember that truck because it was annoying. It was a semi truck and you push the button. It's like, ride to live to ride. And so every time I see the title of this, it's what I think of. And my dad's response is kind of an inside joke. But we have the King and the Queen card, as I was super inspired by couples that rode motorcycles together. I'm like, oh, so hot. That's so attractive. How cute, you know? And I had like this inspiration. Yeah, I was ready to get into it. I was like, I'm gonna rip around on a motorcycle. And yeah, I didn't have the time, money, or funds, but that's what this painting is about. It's based around motorcycles. All right, carrying on. Do you like my bananas? We're gonna talk about this lady. It's very Day of the Dead inspired. I love skeletons. I love dark things. I see all the dead things? I like that kind of shit. It's cool. So that was my inspiration with her. I wanted to kind of make her look like she was tatted, but not. Sorry, this light is super bright. We're getting a big glare here. You can see that a little bit better now. It's like a semi-gloss to it, even though there is a matte finish on this. This is a 12 by 16 canvas. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And there's like a softness, you know, there's a delicacy. And I think the biggest inspiration around this piece was, you know, when people ride motorcycles, they feel free. When you're on a motorcycle and you're out in the open space, you're in the wide open space and you're like, wow, I am amazing and this is great and I'm free. Like when you ride a motorcycle, it makes you feel free. It makes you feel like nothing else in the world matters, and it's kind of one of them things like you're not glued to your phone, you're not attached to nothing, you're not attached to technology. And a lot of people ride motorcycle for therapy, and it's a way that, you know, people build a community, and it's a way that people connect with each other. And there's a lot of people that bond over it. It's kind of one of them hobbies or one of them things. It's kind of like golfing in a way, you know, people go out and try to get out of their head, and I'm obviously not a golfer by any means or a football person. I'm not really a sports person, but it's just an idea. I'm more of a motorcycle kind of person. My dad was a mechanic growing up, which is probably a big reason why I'm such a tomboy, and hence my name. I have a boy's name, but I'm a girl. So there's that. Yeah, there's a softness in this as well, and it was super fun to do. And it says dare to do the unthinkable. Because you know when you ride a motorcycle, you're taking a risk. If you get in your car and you decide to drive, you're taking a risk. If you get on an airplane, you decide to take a risk. And sometimes you don't know if you're gonna like something unless you try it. So maybe you should try riding a motorcycle. If you know somebody, ask them if they can take you for a ride. Maybe you'll enjoy it too. I think I have prints of this coming in the mail. This is bad. I should have looked at this beforehand. I ordered a bunch of new prints today. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't show me any pictures. I'm pretty sure I ordered some 8.5 by 11 prints of this. I believe I ordered stickers as well. Can't remember off the top of my head. I'm excited. I'll be getting greeting cards of this soon. Kind of mini prints. They can be used as greeting cards or miniature prints, but for sure, I think I'll have stickers and then prints available for this. Forgive me, I don't remember. I know I ordered prints of it. Okay, I did not order any stickers, so I'll just have prints of it available for this. They'll be $20 each. Hey guys, me editing here. So I made a mistake. I didn't order stickers, prints, or cards of this, so I just said 16 million times that I'm pretty sure I ordered prints and I did not. That in fact was a lie. I had it added, but when I order from FedEx, it's really weird. I have to go in and sometimes it doesn't let me check out. Love ordering from them, but their website sucks. So if you do end up ordering prints from them, just an FYI, it might have some difficulties. So yeah, that's my scoop. Sorry about that. I'll have stuff in the near future. I'll let you know when I do. My website is www.rockinbakken.com. You can click on the link below. There is a tab there, and then I'll link the original. This is also available for purchase, so I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you connected to this piece. Drop me a comment down below. Like this video, maybe share it with a friend. I appreciate you all so much. All of my art is based around mental health awareness. It's pulling the light out of the darkness and finding kind of the silver linings to things in life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Ride to live to ride.